Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you with me as always, despite the little voice crack there. But tonight we're going to be getting into some more Elden Ring Rune Level 1 all bosses. For those that don't know why the asterisk is there, it is every boss with a health bar. And yes, that's a lot of bosses. We've got a running count of the bosses and the deaths that I will hopefully keep up with throughout the stream. Because it's been so long, I have forgotten to update the counter, which is unfortunate, as that would take a little bit more time than I have right now, but I will do so after this stream, for sure, because we will be getting to this, not next week, but the week after, because I will have to recover from the weekend. But I hope that you're all doing well. Hope everyone's having a lovely time of things out there and enjoying their week thus far, or at the very least getting through it, because we all will. Don't even worry. And yeah, for those that are wondering about this weekend and haven't heard me say it enough times, I'm going to say it again. We do have the Streamathon, 24-hour Streamathon this weekend, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 6th and going through to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 7th. It is going to be 24 hours straight of me sitting in this chair and trying to be funny on the internet like I usually do 5 times a week. And hopefully it'll be a lovely time. We got some good things lined up for it, and including Hollow Knight Silksong, which is going to be very fun to really get into. Nothing's going to stop me from playing it on the 4th, but I will be playing it then and doing a full playthrough on stream. So that's going to be lovely. Also, hey Isco, how you doing, bud? And Astral. Hope everyone's going well out there. Hope everyone's doing okay. And yeah, we're also going to have subathon style goals, which will be available in chat for you to review at your leisure. It's also in the different media blasts that I have been doing for the past month. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time, hopefully. But for now, let's go ahead and get into the Elden Ring, shall we? Alrighty, welcome back. So when we last left off, we had beaten Commander O'Neill through some very cheap and cheesy, just stand afar from him and just hit and run tactics. And we have purloined the unalloyed Golden Needle, because we do want to advance Millicent's quest line, at least to the point where we can get a specific dexterity boosting heirloom from her. And I'm hearing noise. Okay, that's just a big rot Aeonia. I'm not going to deal with the marionettes if I don't have to. Aha. I don't know what this... Oh, I do know what that is, don't I? I'm not going to go to that. I'm going to go to Gowry, because I don't remember if I talked with him yet or not. And if I didn't, then I should very much go do so. Greeting, Cyborg. Greeting, Nullwing. Only the one. First come, first serve. It's got to be enough to go around. Just gonna try and hop past this bird dog here. I don't want any trouble.
Do you find it peculiar?
I find many things peculiar.
I would show such concern for the girl. Well, I'm the one mere bay she is, but the rottings I doubt that she... Oh, I'm...
Okay, so apparently I must have talked to him in the church atop the cliff just beyond Celia. Okay. Should be wanting to talk, though, given that my character also has cybernetics. Doesn't make you any lesser, no matter what Ella says. Clank has got to stick together. In this case, more cybernetic optic implants. I do have a cybernetic eye. It is not so prevalent in this model. In V4, I've already made sure it will be more prevalent. Ow. Okay. Not ideal, that. Hello? Maybe I dismount and I attempt to brute force my way into their skulls. Oh. Not my best move. Yes, I do have a cybernetic eye. No, stop that. Oh, I don't like the look of you. Flying boy with multiple swords. Nope. Go away. Go to jail. Oh, it's a mini marionette. Interesting. My cybernetics are more meant to blend in and pass as normal eyes. Mine passes, mostly. It's what I could do with the tech I have. Ow. We do what we can. Ah, damn it. Where is he? There he is. Grab the gubbin he dropped. Keep a lookout for more. They're all over this place. Case in point. Give me that. Fetch me their souls. I'll take the red main painting because I'm here. Why not? Some delicious firefly. If you were to look very closely, you can tell they are indeed cybernetics. I mean, all the best cybernetics you can. Version 1.0 definitely looks like cybernetic, or just made me look like I've seen some shit. My 1.0 did not have any cybernetic augmentation whatsoever. I was just a lad. I was just a babe. My 1.0 had 0 augmentation. My 2.0, it was just the arm and like some internals. And now on 3.2, I've got an arm and eye and a good bit of internals. In 4.0, I think I might do some further augmentation. Ow. Damn it. I wasn't paying attention to where my health was. I was too busy with rushing him down. That's on me. Okay. We must remember to ping the death counter here. So, boom. Boom. There we go. Starting out with no augmentation except for genetic augmentation. Yeah. Yeah, I've had 0 genetic augmentation. It's all been cybernetic. My genes are as natural as the day I was born. Which means all of this is something God intended. I know, it scares me too. He hath smacked thee with the tome of spells. Yeah, who says wizards can't throw hands? Besides me. Never mind that. Still got las bolas. And you know what? I've yet to be proven wrong with las bolas. The world will take the spike fist, and it will enjoy it. Where did he go? You're here. You don't do this shit. Knew you still existed. You may be cybernetic, but you are nowhere near this democracy-hating. Yeah, still. These dangerous words to throw about. I may not be a part of the Russian government, but my heritage. No, I'm not actually Russian. But it's a good analog. You can't marginalize the many for the missteps and, frankly, fuck-ups of the few. But no, I'm 100% with you on that. I will be the first one to the bot front. I'm a fan of fighting the bots. I wasn't the biggest fan of fighting the bots to start with, but I'm not gonna lie. Faye kind of changed my mind to it. Faye kind of won me over with the bot with the bot front. Oh. How dare you try to slice me? Plenty of divers that give their life even though they have cybernetic augmentation. Yes, because democracy is not measured in pounds of flesh. It is measured in the weight of your heart. None of that now. You stop that. You're guarding my runes anyway. I mean, not that I particularly need them, but I still want them. Just need to make sure that everything is fine. I'm gonna go up these stairs. Maybe she's up the stairs. I don't know. I don't recall where this mysterious chapel is. Clearly I've been here because there's no seed. I think I have to get through the seal. Don't I? I might have to. Which means I gotta solve Celia. But, to be fair, the best way to solve Celia is to first clear Celia. So as to not have any distraction. It's a very good way to do it. Ha ha ha! I knew there'd be something there. I just felt it in my bones. Ow. How dare you? Lay hands upon me. I am Hunky Squidward. Have you never heard the name? If you bleed democracy, you're on the right side of history. I still bleed, somewhat. There's less things bleeding every day, but that's my own decision. You seem a little tense, buddy. You seem a little tense. No. Ow. Pop over here for a second. Take a sip of my Hawaiian Punch. Give him a similar sip of Hawaiian Punch. Yellow. Okay, we got dogs here. Not a fan. Not a fan. I'm not going to be there for a moment. I'll go over here. Okay, that just led me right around. Yeah, hopefully we get back some Helldivers pretty soon. I don't know why. I've been in a bit of a Helldivers mood. Democracy is calling to me recently. But I don't want to do a whole bunch of solo stuff on stream. Ow. I don't know. The solo stuff that I had to do, like farming super credits, is not the most interesting fare, I feel. Ow. Oh, the motherfucker got me from a mile away as I was trying to outroll the dog. Damn. They're all gonna respawn. I can't even remember how to solve Celia. I want to say it's something similar to, I can't remember the name of the town, but right before you go into the Halleck Tree with the rooftop, fires. But I have no proof of this. No proof. Another note, last D&D campaign I was in was playing a Demolitions Artificer. That just sounds fun. I think the dice were nicer than me this time as far as my rockets go. As they must. As they must. I have played an Artificer once. And I had plenty of fun with it. But I've also seen way cooler implementations of Artificer. One of the things, if you ever seen the stuff for the Advanced 5e, which was a Kickstarter forever ago. If you ever seen that stuff, their Artificers have a thing with, like, building spell tools instead of... Jesus Christ, I just got rushed down. Well, there goes those runes. Their Artificers have a thing with, like, building a spell tool as opposed to using spell slots. This is more Pathfinder? Ah, fair enough. I don't know how Pathfinder does Artificers. I've played Pathfinder all of one time. And not for very long. I played one session of Pathfinder. I want to play more. Because I love how... I don't want to say complex. I'm going to say in-depth Pathfinder systems are. That's what I was getting into with the advanced 5e stuff as well. This is very much the, like... There's so much to this sort of vibe. I was a very big fan. Also, now he came down. Go away. No. Get rid of you. Roll out of the way. I cannot keep eyes on these guys. And not just because they keep disappearing on me. Another campaign, Gunslinger and Artificer multi-class. That just sounds like a potent combo. Party Sniper, hell yeah. Ow. Don't you dare fuck. I have no idea why I survived. By all rights, I shouldn't have. Stop it. Get some help. McDonald's. Rifle being a rail sniper. Hell yeah. Gotta get the railgun. Rush down the dog. Get back here, you bastard. Okay, he's aware of my existence. And now it doesn't matter. That's a bit clutch. Ow. Stop that. It's always the ones with the fancy heads. Those are the ones that I have to worry about. These guys, nothing. It's not that I don't have to pay attention to them. It's just they're not nearly as much a threat. Not nearly. Effectively made the rifle a crit monster, as you should. Such is your duty. And I'm glad you stepped up to the plate. Ow. It's okay. I'm alive. That's what matters. Heal up. Safety. Never hurts. Okay. Got you here. Got you here. Get that out of my face. Ready to go. No. Get back here, you chump. Nope. None of that. Not having it. With each of our levels unlocking more slots and more modifications. That Artificer's more of an apprentice, I see. Yeah, the last time I'd played an Artificer, it was sort of like a side campaign. The last time I played campaign with like IRL friends, it was very strange. Because we essentially had played 4 campaigns that congregated into one story. With the first campaign being like the main ones. It was sort of like a multifaceted attack on the big bad. ended up being. And this particular campaign with the Artificer was a story where the DM was like, okay, basically, you can do anything you want with your characters, but they all have to be in evil alignment. And that basically you're making your own villains. So I decided to make my Artificer a doctor. He was an alchemist. And that much in the style of like, oh god, I can't remember the number on him. SCP-42, 47, something like that. The Plague Doctor. Where the Plague Doctor, his whole thing is that he is trying to cure some unknown malaise of mankind that is pretty much undetectable to anyone but him. And it's kind of left up to imagination what it is. But my doctor, I defined what his undefinable malaise was, which was essentially emotion. He wanted to rid the human mind of emotion, seeing it as a weakness, something to be exploited. And so he was sort of a lawful evil. He had his own code that he adhered by, but it was more in the pursuit of his own research and knowledge, as opposed to some greater good. It was a very interesting way to play, because I'd never played an evil character before, but to be fair, I had played very little D&D in general before that point. So it was a fun way to do it. It was a fun way to do it, of like making our own villains. And whereas some of the others were a little silly, a little goofy, mine was like properly imposing. But also the kind of villain that won't necessarily hinder you, because he's got his own stuff going on. He doesn't care what you're doing. Nor does he really care about what the big bad wants. So long as you're not directly hindering him, just go for it. He doesn't care. In some ways, a more threatening boss than the big boss, because he was unknowable. Each of my characters are related to each other. Most of my characters are either chaotic neutral, just plain neutral alignment. The first character I played was neutral good. The second character was chaotic neutral, just because that was what made sense for him. He was not raised with traditional values, and thus could not really be defined by a rigid system of morals. The third, I can't remember what the third was. I want to say the third was true neutral, but I can't remember what he was. I was proud of that character at the time, though. And yeah, the good doctor was lawful evil. I still remember the names. I remember the races, the classes of each of them. Even in most cases, oh god, appearance is what I was gonna say. Ha 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 ha. Heal. Ooh, Gubbin. Don't mind if I yes. Night Comet. Useless to me. Utterly useless. Twitch name is the character? Oh, okay, I see. Not afraid to do the wrong thing if it means accomplishing goals that he has or if it benefits him. I see. Can I block it with the tree stump? I can! Fuck. It's because of you. You nearly killed me. Indirectly, but still. But the proudest I ever was of a character was I played a Kenku fighter ranger who was an outlander. He lived out just like in the woods at the foot of a mountain with his people. And one day they just up and leave. Like they just vanish while he's out hunting. no trace of them ever having been there. And that was, of course, tied into the story and everything, but it sort of sent him off into the world to look for his people, but also he has his own idea of what's right and wrong, and will try to abide by what he believes he should be doing. And sometimes that is doing good things for good reasons, and sometimes it's doing bad things for good reasons. But from the outside, especially with its very just attention deficit nature, because Bird, just attracted to everything shiny that passes his way. Yeah, it ended up being very much like inscrutable, but very much loyal, and actually with a good character defect, I think, of like abandonment issues. Because he feels like his people just left him for years. Just for no reason whatsoever. And yeah, there were bigger things to it, but he didn't know. He's but a simple-minded forest dweller. And because it's a Kenku, for those that don't know about Kenku, they're handicapped in two ways by the gods. They have been robbed of their creativity. They cannot come up with original ideas on their own. They cannot fly. Their power of flight was taken from them. And they cannot speak with their own voices. They have to mimic others to speak. So that was fun from the point of view of voice acting. Just because I got to... Essentially, my entire thing of notes was just taking down lines that I had heard other people say at different points. And use that to speak. So I would be mimicking not only the NPCs that the DM would be playing, but also my fellow party members to say different things. And that was... It's hell. It's hell. From a logistical point of view. Absolute hell. But if you want to try and flex your voice acting chops, that's a damn good way to do it. Okay, I want to get over to that above my head, because I think that's going to be the one that opens this one. But I need to get up to those rooftops, which means essentially I have to get over to there and up. Yeah, okay. I think I have a general way to get there. We'll have to see. So thinking we go here. Cross the road. Over to here. Over to here. Climb this. Cross the road again. Hop up here. Actually, I can hop over to this. And climb this up, yeah? Yeah. Beautiful. So I was very right in Celia having the same sort of rule of rooftop fires. It's just they're much harder to see because they're not glowing green. And it hasn't taken that one down, has it? No, it has. It just faded away very, very slowly. Okay. Let's pop back over to there, and I think we can do so from here pretty quickly. Yeah. And we can grab a gubbin. Look at that. Free shit. Cerulean Tear Scarab. Not useful in the slightest. But we have it now. That's ours. We get to keep that. Cusick Nullwing was my 5e character. Then the next part of his family was Cosmic Nullwing, who was effectively Cusick's great-grandchild. Then Cosmic's father of Iceco. I see. Yeah, my characters were not related to each other. But that particular character... Another thing about Kenku, they don't have names. Not in their own culture. They don't really talk to one another because, you know, if you're in a species that can't normally talk, why would you force that upon yourselves in your society. So Kenku usually get names from those they travel with. And so I had a couple of good ideas of like, if they say this name, I will take it as my name. Like if they say this word, I'll take it as my name. And they managed to say one, which was Guardian. And I think I had told the DM prior, and he said that he was going to let it happen naturally, and it did happen naturally. Because when I said it, he was like, oh shit, I didn't mean to. It's like, no, this is what I wanted. I wanted someone to just say it as like a word out and about, and for him to like hear the meaning of it and be like, no, that's good. Because it's been like a thing throughout his journeys that he learns the power of names, but he doesn't have one. So he's like trying to find one that will, oh God, I just got wrecked by the ball. He's trying to find one that will, you know, fit well for him, but he hadn't found one. And I even did like an extracurricular thing with that character of like writing a journal. I should count that death as well. I wrote a journal that was essentially him recording his journey from the time that his people went missing to the time that he joined up with the party. Ow. Stop that. And I still have that somewhere. I think it's probably the most effort I've ever put into a tabletop character. Oh boy. Ow. You stop that. You both stop that. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... Goose chase! Wait, why is the ball not there? Ball's here. Ball's gone. Okay. We are now free to move about the cabin. Oh, tell me the ball doesn't come back. It came back. Oh. I thought of that as soon as it popped up. Just like, oh no. This bitch ain't gone. Oh, this is a real bad place to be. I don't like being in the graveyards. All the undead come out. But this is very... Oh, it's guarded by pests. No. Get around them. Sneaky sneak. They'll never see me. I don't want to deal with them. Is that... I got Starlight Shard from that, don't I? Go and do it. This is real dangerous. Starlight Shard. Okay, I'll take it. Alright, I'm fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Very similar to Kenku's in the case that they're birds, but they're very, very different. A volley, a pack-based race, technologically advanced. Okay. I was going to guess Aarakocra, but that's just me being narrow-minded, I suppose. And there's Millicent and a Sacred Tear. As if, you know, we needed more boosts to our heals, but I'll take it all the same. Very heavily reliant on packs and the fact that they can't work alone. Aside from that, they're very vulnerable to fire, but resilient to cold. I don't remember anything in particular with my Kenku, other than his was less relying on innate ability and more relying on his training as a guard and a hunter and what he's learned from just living out in the wild. And that, you know, he doesn't know much about society and culture as it stands, so he very much acts strange in society just because he doesn't get it.
Well, my flesh, it is a curse.
That's fine. Here, have a needle.
Never mind.
Don't do this at home, kids.
Elden simply, would you mind?
Okay. You seem fine. Seem all right.
Well,
So what? You good? I think she's good. She's a little tired. She'll be fine. Here, let's take a bit of a rest. Upgrade with the Sacred Tear, because why not? And look, she's fine.
my apologies. Everything, even the nightmare. Not that I could ever.
Prosthesis Wearer Heirloom. I don't think that's the one I wanted. No, that is the one I wanted. Okay, awesome. We don't have to deal with Millicent ever again. Awesome. I was hoping. My bird only knows how to act around societies like humans because he's observed them quite often, given that he exists in a time where humans have explored a lot of different stars. When it comes to Kanku's life expectancy is about 35 years. And they reach maturity at about 12. Mine was 11. By the start of the campaign. He had already been searching for his people for about a year and a half by that point. So he was left to his own devices at about 9. So he's had to grow up hard. But he's a good lad. The first piece of art I ever commissioned was for that character. And I don't even think that artist is taking commissions anymore. But it would be an interesting throwback to go to them and be like, hey, I get some art of this VTuber model that I got now in the few years between. Yeah, I don't think they do commissions anymore. That would be fun though. Okay, we've retrieved the Prosthesis Wearer's Heirloom, which is something that I very much wanted to get. For things like the Bloodhound Fang, makes that a lot easier. So, remove that from the board. I could get America's Source Seal. Not the most useful. I think we're mostly good for talismans right now. We do want to get the Sword of St. Trina at some point for the sleep, because sleep is just very good against certain ones. Giant Hunt. I don't know if we've done Giant Hunt. Knights Cavalry in Northern Liurnia. Let me see here. Yeah, northeast of northbound road out of Raya Lucaria. Okay, let's see. Where would that be? So this is the northbound road out of Raya Lucaria. So northeast of that, it'd probably be around here-ish somewhere. Let's travel to Bellum Church and see. While they reach maturity around the same time as humans do, 18, without augments around 200 years of life. Our augmentation can expand it quite a bit, usually up to 500. Yeah, I went from my first character, which was a hill dwarf cleric who reached demigod status, who he was already going to live until about 300, and he started out at 210, so he was already quite aged. Then had some time trickery essentially cast upon him that reverted his physical appearance to about 70. Not only just his appearance, but like basically de-aged everything but his mind. Essentially meaning that he would live another 140 years naturally. And then, of course, being demigod status, he is effectively immortal. That without, like, physical damage, that he would just keep living. Oh boy, are there two of them? There are two of them. Joy. Ow. Oh boy. Drank up. Ow. They're not the Knight's Cavalry, but also this isn't night, so... Ow. Drink up. Now you guys started this fight, now you gotta finish it. See? You shouldn't have messed. This was your doing. All right. I do have to be here at night, which is a problem. Actually, could I not just go to the main academy gate? I can. Just rest there. Cosmic lived at a very old age, around 205. After 200 years, they're on borrowed time. Understandable. Yeah, I don't know how long each of these characters lived. Just because I left the campaign before the end of it due to some interpersonal conflicts that I will not go over for understandable reasons. One thing that's haunted the Nullwings is that he keeps really living past lives' death, even though he doesn't know the person. But for some reason, his conscience kind of still lingers. Sounds like an ancestral memory sort of thing. We talking animus type shenanigans, or are we talking like reincarnated soul, possibly? I think this is where the Knight's Cavalry is supposed to appear roundabouts. I don't know exactly where it's supposed to show up, but I'm trusting in my peerless sense of direction. I was correct. I was very correct. Hey you, nerd. Actually, I should probably, before I start messing... Golden Vow. Nope. Didn't need that one. Come on, then. Have at ya. Damn. Ow, fuck. Did not expect the follow-up swings. Fuck. Yeah, that was on me. I completely mess up my timings on that. Oh well. Oh well. Doesn't know what time that I'm writing. Might have been Reincarnated Soul, or might have been something else. Ooh. Yeah, I did get some closure for Guardian's People, though, which was that essentially in a similar bout of time shenanigans, because there were a lot of those in that campaign, he encountered some sort of being that was in the employ of the God of Time, that essentially threw him forward through time. And his people ended up working for the big bad, not understanding really who they were working for and what was happening to their home. So it became a whole side quest of like Free Guardians people. So he got like his little Gordon Freeman moment, which was wonderful. Not something I expected of him. To go from essentially lost child to savior. No, you died. Also, the boy isn't here anymore. It is not nighttime. It's just rainy. I gotta go back and make it nighttime. Does look his past lives actions. He's not happy with how he handled himself. He thinks of it as this damn featherbrain coward and an idiot. Sounds like he's got some maturing to do, maybe. In fact, he swore to himself not to make the same mistakes. Mistakes are a part of living. That's usually a very popular lesson for characters to learn, is that mistakes are just part of living. You won't make the same mistakes, but that's also a benefit of knowing the mistakes of the past, is that you won't make the same mistakes. You'll make new ones, and then you'll teach the next generation not to make those. Ideally, of course. Sometimes, cough cough, real world, it doesn't quite work out that way. But it is what it is. Okay, let's try and fight this knight's cavalry. Hopefully those 2 horseback riders are gone. It seems like they were last time. So the last thing I need is to fight 3 people on horseback all at the same time. Oh no, I didn't die again. I was like, wait, did I mark down a death? And it's like, no, why would I? I didn't die. I lived, bitch. Ow. That was a cheap shot, and you know it. Okay, drink. Good drink. Where are you going, my brother in Christ? I'm right here. Don't know what the fuck happened there, but I got some good licks in. I'll take it. Where are you going? Why are you running? Why are you running? Oh, unlock? He's right there. What is bro doing? He's lost his damn mind. Okay, I need to, like, back roll. Come on. Bro is getting hung up on everything. Ow. Fuck. This arena is fucking me over in 2 ways. The first is in the way that I keep getting caught on things. Second is that he keeps getting caught on things. And he's just running from me incessantly. Bro don't want to fight. And then I have to keep changing it to nightfall every time because I wake up and it's morning again. Much like real life. Think of what exactly type of path itself would be. It'd be similar to like Avatar Last Airbender levels of recalling past lives, except for no elements part. Understandable. I feel like I've heard a similar story, but I can't recall it just now. I guess in part, it kind of feels like the Vidyadhara from... Oh, this one would be much easier. The Vidyadhara from Honkai Star Rail? Perhaps? How, yeah, they've got the whole long life species, but it's also that's basically multiple past lives that get carried over. Specifically with Dan Heng, maybe. Given his whole relationship with his past life. Ow. Caught me on the backswing. The bastard. And there he goes again. And here he is. Damn it. That should have worked. Come on, get over here. Also, I know I hit him. Oh, I hit him, but I didn't hit... Like, I hit the horse, but not him. Ow. Okay, that's another death. Rip me. Okay. At least I'm a little bit closer now. Pop golden vow. Wait. I'm not in nighttime right now. Past time. There we go. Okay. Golden vow. Switch over. Run up so I got as much crag blade time as I can get because that poise damage is looking pretty sweet. I can rush him down with the spike fists. It's just a question of getting it done. See, look at that. Look at that damage, and you tell me I can't do it with the spike fists. Fuck. Dodge away. Get some sip. Oh. I'm glad that one sailed over my head. Get over here, bro. Well, he did get over here. That's fair. Got hit on the horse. A couple of hits on the horse. And a hit or two on him. Come on, one more on that horse and it's done. One more. Ow. Knock it off. Okay, drink. Damn it. Okay. Well, I'm still doing good. Ow. Still doing fine. Plenty of heal. Ow. Still doing alright. Plenty of heal. Quit doing that. It's like he thinks he's gonna lose my aggro. Oh, he's so low. Come on. Bro just keeps running. There we go. Beautiful. Enemy felled. Giant hunt acquired. That's one more boss down. And the Night Rider glaive. As if that was the thing I needed, but still. It's another thing to have. I don't know why I brought that up. I need to do this. Boss counter. Count up the boss. Sometimes you should play Metal Gear Rising or Revengeance. I do want to play that. I do love the sound of Revengeance. But I just haven't played it yet. I don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. I do like the Metal Gear games, and I've seen a good bit of Revengeance, and that it's a very different kind of game from them. But it does look fun all the same. It does look fun. I 100% agree that I should play it. Okay, what should we go and fight? Thought I heard noise. We could try the Black Knife Assassins in Lernia, the Black Knife Catacombs, or the Ringleader's Everjail. I think the Catacombs might be a good. So the far northeast. Black Knife Catacombs. Okay. Really nice story. You effectively play as a cyborg nose riding. Yeah, I know the story. I do know a good bit of the story. More than I probably should. But yeah. I would love to play it. Is it far to the northeast of Lernia? Maybe it's around here-ish? Perhaps? Let's start the Ruined Labyrinth and see if we can make our way down there. But yeah, I do know what it's about. I've seen the story through. Unfortunately, I have had it spoiled for me. I will still quote the memes DNA of the soul. Sometimes even wrongly. I'm hearing large noises. Oh, it's a Coliseum. Not Coliseum, fucking... What are they called? The Mausoleum. That's the one I'm looking for. Mausoleum. Take some stray... I almost said stray souls. Stray runes. Yeah, we'll just follow this path. Oh, rune bear. Well, I hope Torrent's faster. Looks like I'm betting on the right horse. Ah ha ha ha. And the jellies will keep me safe. They seem chill. For now. Maybe it's up here? I don't know. Okay, old boy right here. Hello, friend. Not friend. Ow. I was trying to roll. Game did not want me to roll. Refuse my attempts at rolling. Okay. Give him a little bunce. Ow. His teleports give him immunity. He got the iframes. I think that was a worthy trade. That was a worthy trade. Shouldn't make a habit of the trades, but it was worthy. Ooh. A little less worthy, but still worthy. Hello, baby.
Maybe.
Oh, not so worthy, that one.
Had a good chunk of reading then.
Yeah?
Yeah. No
I'm glad.
No kitties, though.
That's okay. Okay, we got rid of him. Unfortunately, he was not a boss. And thus is not a point. And he also didn't give us anything, so... Damn. Tori has come to say hello, though.
Hugs.
Ryan's one of my favorite characters, but not my absolute favorite. That would go to Blade Wolf. Understandable. I know a lot of people love Jetstream Sam. And their story is even more compelling, a little bit tragic. I do like Raiden as a character. I want to play Metal Gear Solid 4 at some point, just so I can learn a little more about Raiden and like what his tale is, as well as the whole thing with like just knowing the story in general. Because I've seen the stuff for Metal Gear Solid 1. I've played 2. I've played part of 3 at the very least, and I've played 5. You. Also, their boss fight's quite fun. It looks like all the boss fights in Revengeance are really fun. Love to give them a try. At some point, I will. Just a question of doing so. Huh? What? No, I'm hitting it. Hello? No, hit means you stay dead. Oh no, there's a necromancer about. You! This is your doing. Definitely was his doing. Oh, I remember this room. I can ride the blades. Out, long as I don't get... Long as that doesn't happen, is what I was going to say, essentially. So let's input another death there. Yeah, there's a few games that I would love to do for stream, and Revengeance is one of them. I'd love to play it in general, but also specifically for stream. And I have zero problem with making those one in the same playthrough. There are games that I want to play for me. Like, I just got Metal Gear Solid 5 for PC. I had it for the 360, actually. But my 360 is not operable. I don't even... Do I have it? I think I do still have it. Ow. Okay, that kind of works. Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on. He was just about to die, too. Damn it. I don't think I still have my 360. I think it's packed away in my mother's garage somewhere, which means I'll probably never have it again. But, yeah, I wanted access to the game again. I wanted to play it. It was like... It's on Steam for like 20 bucks. And I'm very fortunate at the moment to have a little bit of money. So it's like, I'll get it. It's not often I have a little bit of money, considering what I do. For sure. But every so often, it happens. Fuck. Aha. Now they won't come back. What else is shooting at me? Was it you? Were you taking pot shots at me? You were, weren't you? Ow. Hide behind the lion. Ow. God damn it. I was trying to kill him and he wouldn't hit him. I don't even know if I'm in the right area. I have no clue. I didn't pay attention. Black Knight Catacombs. I am, in fact, in the right area. This is correct. So unfortunately, I can't just fuck off to elsewhere. Or them. Hello there! Oh, don't know how I survived that. You die now. Hello, lads. Holy shit. Okay, calm down. Okay, they've kicked the big one. Now I can safely go and get the rest of my runes. Not souls, runes. Oh no. Papyrus's last stand. He never was a good fighter. Sorry, all those Papyrus stands out there. You know it's true. Look deep within your heart. How fucking dare you? Surely they're not implying. Oh, they are implying. A secret. I don't like... Oh, do I fight the secret? I fight the secret. It's a good thing I am. This is the thing I wanted to fight. Ow. Fuck. Drink. How? Drink. Fuck. Fuck. Oh god, no. Oh, that's an instant kill. Ah. He's no pushover, but he's definitely doable. I can feel it. I can feel that he's doable. The problem is going to be getting back to him. Oh, that's unpleasant. It's such a long run. And that's such a lot of people that I gotta get past every time to do so. You bastard. Damn it all. Why? Just before I was about to connect, too. This game hates me in such a visceral way. They are sending shivers down my spine. I swear. And they're definitely sealing my fate tonight. Damn it, now I'm gonna have that song in my head. It's only September. But I suppose it's better than the people who are like, Christmas. Now is Crimbus. Get ready for Chrysler. God, stop. Just stop. Thank God I moved. Get out. Get... Please? Hello? What is a hitbox? How do I hitbox? I see. Thank you for elucidating me. Motherfucker. Place hates me. These people skip my favorite holiday just for Christmas. Thanksgiving? Me too. Unless you mean Halloween. Honestly, Thanksgiving used to be my favorite holiday. I'm not so sure anymore. I loved the feeling of togetherness, not to mention the fact that it's all about, like, eat your fucking fill. You've got plenty of food to go around. And just, like, that was a good feeling, especially growing up without a lot. Thanksgiving, ha, you're funny. I mean, it used to be mine. That means that I can't discount it. Motherfucker. Come on! Yeah, I can't discount it. It was my favorite. Are you trying to say that my favorite was not a valid choice? God fucking damn it. Why? I was trying to say that I would have said before that Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Now I'm not so sure. It used to be about, like, togetherness and eating your fill and all that sort of stuff, and, like, you know, bring a family around. Recent days, a little strange with my family. So that part kind of falls through. And I'm trying to help my weight a little bit, which means I can't quite eat as much as I'd like to. I shouldn't have been anyway, you know, because that's just the thing. Even trying to cut back on the soda. I picked up one at the grocery store today because I had to make a run. Ow. Got a fucking Coke Zero, and Tori looked at me like I just told her that I, like, sworn off cocaine or something. Which I guess I kind of did. In that manner. But yeah. Ow. Dickhead. Troussel them bones. Okay. Maybe we properly buff up before we go in there. So we Golden Vow, Crackblade, pop through. Okay. Pretty okay damage. Just have to go for the punishable attacks. That one's not punishable. That one is, but we're not going to go for it. Ow. Ow. Don't know how I got out of that one. Ow. Great. Keep forgetting he has arts as well. And crafts if I'm really uncareful. Ow. Dickhead. Yeah, this is where I die. Cue Wheatley, this is the part where he kills us. Damn it. Stop it. Ow. Why? My fucking body. Thought I was gonna come in and get a cheeky hit. No. Not on my life. I've barely done any damage to him at all. Okay. A little something extra. Not a terribly large amount. But something. Ow. Fuck. Yeah, now he takes his revenge. Okay. Ow. Okay. That saved me, and that's about all that will. Yeah, no. Fuck. So close to it. So close. Like Halloween, because as far as I'm concerned, you only really have to celebrate it with your friends, if anything. And now it's basically Thanksgiving, where it's basically Christmas without the presents. And then, as far as that goes, I'm expected to spend hard-earned money on my family. And heaven forbid, I see. Honestly, I'll tell you something. As you get older, you start to really figure out, hey, I don't have to do a goddamn thing for anyone. And that will make the things that you do for people that much more impactful, both to them and to you. Because you're not obligated in anyone's mind but your own. Like, they may feel that you're obligated. You're not. You owe them nothing. I say that because I owe my family nothing. God damn it! Why again? Before I even get to him, too. If you thought Arch users were bad with shoving their distro down your throat, you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, when you get older, you start to realize that the only obligation that you have to anyone is the obligation that you choose. And some people will use that fact for ill and decide, I don't owe shit to anyone, much less the people that I really should owe shit to. And some people will use that fact for good and be like, the things that I give mean something. Because I don't give to everyone. Okay. Can I have enough time to... Yes. Just about. Get rid of some of these pews here, these benches. Ow. Ow. Okay. Worthy hit. Nice. Worthy hit. Damn it. I was trying to score a hit and just would not do. To be fair, I do at least try to be there for my friends, or for those who don't really have family to go to. Yeah, and that's a very worthwhile cause. It's very worthwhile. I often feel like I don't do enough for the people I care for. But also, I've been kind of learning recently that I may have imposter syndrome for a lot of the things that I do. So I can't necessarily trust my brain to tell me what is or is not enough. Hold on 1 second and I can pass that through auto mod. There's a reason that word is blocked. It's a very unfortunate reason, but that is not Why? There we go. Okay. It didn't want me to do it, but know that in my heart, it's passed. Sign of intelligence if you have imposter syndrome. I don't know about that one. But I guess I'm not the... Yeah, I'm not a good judge of that one either. Is he stuck? Oh, he's not stuck anymore. Boom. Nice little stagger bit on him. Ow. Hello. What's a dodge? How do I perform it? Hello. Drink. Damn it. Ah, nearly got smack. How did I not get that smack? Bro is just the flightiest, and I hate him for it. Maybe I need to start trying light attacks on him. As quick as the heavy attack is on Las Bolas. Seems like it stuns him a little, actually. Just a bit, though. Oh, no. Come on. Seriously? Fucking one-hit kill, man. Ridiculous. I was doing so well. If I get caught by that, it's just over. It's just over. Actually, I have a Friendsgiving on my Discord server as well as a few other things. Yeah, it's a good way to do things. The smartest thing I've ever said was acknowledge that I know nothing. I believe that's an old bit of oh god, an old bit of philosophy is the wise man only knows that he knows nothing. Ah. Hello, baby.
Hey.
Tori just came by to say hello. And give kisses. Around an attempt to not get shot. Oh good, the skeleton found his head. I'm glad for him. They all found their heads. There we go. Get rid of them. Nope. Not dealing with that. Line up. And... boop. Bounce him a little bit. Damn it. I backed into the pillar. It's such a tiny arena, too. That's part of what's screwing me over. Such a tiny arena. It's a tiny arena, he's just flighty as hell, and I can barely see anything. Because even when I do turn on the lantern, it's just not enough. For me, I feel like I fall under two categories. I feel like my talents are wasted under what I'm doing right now, but at the same time, I feel like there's somebody that could do what I'm doing a lot better. I've thankfully moved through part of that. I say some people don't want to switch from Windows. Yeah. For sure. with the complexity and everything, because even the simplest ones have a little bit more complexity than just run windows. But for me, thankfully, it's not so much I don't feel like I can do what I'm doing. I do feel like I'm doing what my skill set is based in. I feel like what I'm doing is the kind of thing that I have the skill set to do. I just don't feel like I'm doing it well enough most times. Oh, he had to hyper armor through it. Damn it. Why? Maybe I need to stop fighting this guy. Maybe I need to go fight someone else. Oh god. Red alert. This is surely a sign. Red alert. This is not a drill. Esta, how's it going, bud? How is the Pathfinder? Let us know all about it. For anyone who doesn't know who I am, hello, my name is DJ. I'm a comfy engineer VTuber who does a little bit of everything from survivals to Souls-likes and everything in between. And today we are doing Elden Ring Rune Level 1, all bosses asterisk. For those who want to know what the asterisk is, it's really any boss with a health bar, with a boss health bar at the bottom of the screen. And that, as you can see by the counter right down there, is 208 bosses between the main game and the DLC. We have not entered the DLC, we're still doing main game stuff, but we've got most of the weapons that we tend to stick with through the run. But yeah, how is the Pathfinder? How you doing? How is stream? How is all the things? Let us know, tell us everything about it. Also, hey Cherry, how you doing? Hope everything's going well for you. For anyone that's coming in, if you need to take a bit of a break after that to get up, stretch your legs, do whatever you need to do, maybe grab a bite to eat or something to drink, you go right on ahead, and we'll be right here when you come back. We are only about an hour and a half in, we're probably about halfway through. And to Asta, the same goes to you. If you need to raid and run, totally understand. Appreciate you bringing your people by and leaving them in our capable? Let's go with capable hands. And we are currently trying to figure out who I should fight, because this Black Knife Assassin has already taken like 14 deaths, and I've at best gotten him down to like half health. So I don't want to throw myself against this right this moment. So we could go fight Electo. I feel like that'd be more of the same. Could go fight the Crystallian Duo in the Academy Crystal Cave. I think that would be nice. Crystallians are pretty easy with Strike. They're immune to bleed, but we don't necessarily need the bleed. The Starfists are just a better Iron Ball. So Academy Crystal Cave, let's see here. Bitch slapped a dragon, got sent to the Shadow Realm in a span of 6 seconds, that sounds right. Have you tried using a torch? I haven't. That sounds horrible. I almost understand what you're typing there, Isko. I almost understand. And that says something about how far I've come in terms of Linux stuff over the course of... God, how long has it been? How long has it been? Okay, I'm gonna do my best to not piss him off. It's been about half a year now, actually. Now, a little less than half a year. I'd say like 5 months. Invisible Black Knife Assassins reveal themselves when you're using a torch or lamp. It's very true, but it is a boss Black Knife Assassin. They're not going invisible. That's not the difficult part. The difficult part is the fact that they are... they're just running around everywhere. They're just flighty as can be. Absolute aggression. And it's a very tiny arena. All that combined with the fact that, again, I am Rune Level 1. For anyone that doesn't know what that is, that essentially means Hunky Squidward here will not improve as a person. He will be level 1, 10 in every stat, until the day he finishes and becomes the Elden Lord. And that is significant because, A, it limits the kind of equipment that he can equip, specifically with weapons. B, that means that things such as my health, my stamina, my mind will never really be more than they are now. And yeah, it poses a lot of issue. But it is something that I am trying to do specifically to sort of force myself to get good at Elden Ring and to like improve my skill in Souls-likes in general. I'm doing this because I know it is difficult and because I feel like it will make me a better Souls player for doing it. The underscore is replaced by a dot mainly because Twitch is kind of funky when it comes to that character. Understandable. Yeah, I kind of understand what you're doing there. I'm not so sure about the double and, especially when it comes to moving into a directory. You see, he's changed directory. So I don't know. Can you move into multiple directories at once? Is there any practical benefit to moving into multiple directories at the same time? Not to mention... No. Oh, I see. Wait, that's moving into a directory. I think it's moving into a directory and executing a bash script, yes? I think that's what that is. Am I correct? It's move into the directory / research / DJ and executing comfort.bash. Oh, I don't have a stone sword key. Damn. Okay. Maybe... My brain immediately starts going Wonderwall. Maybe we go back to Round Table Hold. We pop some runes. We buy some stone sword key. I think we can buy a stone sword key from someone. Could we also fight this? I don't think there's any real reason to, but why not? Mad Tongue Albrick. Reverential Bow. Very important to learn. Oh, damn. You are not going to get me with no Night Maiden's Mist. Nah. Nah, bud. How did jumping negate my hit? You tell me. You make this make sense. That, by all means, should have hit him. Especially considering this isn't a real player. This is an NPC. Okay, I'd say that's a worthwhile trade. Oh, you dick. If I heal, that's one thing. I'm level 1. I'm level 1, and I'm also the protagonist of reality, in case you haven't heard. Yeah, you do your briars. Ah, fuck. Frostbite. Great. No. I refuse. Stop it. Get some help. McDonald's. Haha! I used the pillar to my advantage. Oh, what's that? You're out of Estus? That was not a worthwhile trade. No. Stop it. No. Oh. Oh my god. That was such a clutch dodge. I'd be so upset if I weren't impressed. I'd be so upset. Cool trick I learned, not really useful for much unless you're working with a non-user interface. Yeah, fair. Just like to call it the hat trick. There you go. Do like how the distro that you use is not Ubuntu. The distro that you used is not Ubuntu. It used to be our favorite, but then everything changed when the... What? I'm trying to parse what you said there, Iceco. I have no idea. I'm trying this again. This time I'm going to put Golden Vow on. Snap Pack is pain and suffering. I will take your word for it. I don't think I've ever used Snap Pack. Disrespect. You've disrespected me for the last time. Okay, maybe not the last time. I should have known that I set a flag there. There's also no reason for me to go fight him. I should stop trying to do this. He's not a boss. I don't have to fight him. At least he hasn't stabbed you in the back. Not yet, but that's mainly because I'm locked onto him. If I wasn't, he'd probably get the chance. Okay, do we have any stone sword keys? We do have some for sale. What do we have in terms of runes? We got a few. I'd say use one of these. I'm gonna get enough for 2 of them. So we'll get that. I'll get that, and we'll have 1,000 left over. There we go. Okay, now let's go Fallen Ruins of the Lake, because I think it is on the western side of it. It's one of those things in Dark Souls. If you see a red summon sign, do not touch it. No. Oddly enough, I don't think... In Elden Ring, I don't think I've ever been invaded. Which is a strange thing. I don't expect to be invaded, because I don't imagine there are many people at Rune Level 1 who are invading people who are Rune Level 1. I don't imagine that's the most popular of pastimes. Because it does have matchmaking based on your level. But I don't think I've ever really been invaded. But I'm shit at PvP anyway, so it's not like I would be any good. I have done a couple of invasions, mainly just to get past Vare's thing to get the mark to go to Moog. I don't really... It's not that I, distrust or dislike the invaders. I recognize that invasion is an entire aspect of the Souls community. They have every right, just like everyone else, and they're trying to have fun in their own way. Pretty sure there's that one asshole who will. Maybe. So long as the invader is, proper about it, they're not pointing down after they kill you, they're not, bum rushing you out of nowhere. You can have, a proper duel with an invader, too. If an invader shows me respect, I will show them respect. 100%. Because they're just trying to have fun with the game in their own way. Just the same as I am. I've seen people who've invaded that just meme around. Yeah, there are a few people who invade and they'll just fuck around. I've seen one person, I think, would invade people and then just make a show of checking their fashion souls. And then we'll judge whether or not they live or die by how good their fashion souls are. Some people who will do a vigor check, where it's if you're above a certain threshold of vigor, you will survive a certain attack, and they will have you stand somewhere and they'll unleash that one certain attack. And if you survive, you get to kill them. And if you don't, well, you failed the vigor check. It's like shit like that, I always find fun. I can absolutely see why people would do that and how they'd find the fun in it. Yeah, that's not... Bastard's probably like, oh, hidden ahead, secret, large chest, ha ha ha. Nope. Yeah, some just fuck around, don't really harm anyone. Yeah, those are the sandwich hoovies of the Elden Ring world, of the Souls community, and I appreciate them. I really do. Yeah, it's nothing. Hidden path ahead. Poor. Which one's poor again? This one's poor. Disparage. You're a scoundrel and a liar. Well, this looks... It's like a trap. That's what this looks like. Hey, I got my stone sword key refunded. Awesome. Cool, that was 4,000 fucking runes. I'm glad to have that refunded. Sometimes they'd even help the ones they were meant to fight. Yeah. But even the ones that are there for a fight, so long as they go about it in a respectful manner, I absolutely am fine with it. If they'll be like, run up to you, like wave to get your attention, and then be like, all right, you know that I'm here, let us duel. I get down with that. Ow. Holy shit, that went through a wall? Ugh. Damn it. Let that go through a wall. Real question is, if they're both evenly matched, would it just be let's call this a draw? No. You fight to the death. You fight to the death. But the question is like, are both parties like willing, understanding, and prepared? Like, you know, if you're going to be doing buffs, give the other person a little bit of time to buff. Don't give them like forever to cast like 16 buffs. That's a little excessive. But give them like, you know, 10, 15 seconds to prep their buffs. Let them know that you're there. Don't just go up and stab them in the back. These kind of things. You can go about it in a respectful way. Hey, arms and legs are cut off. There you go. Ow. Man threw the book at me. Worrisome. I no longer worry. Let's call it a draw then. Tis but a flesh wound. Hello? Alright, let's never speak of that encounter again. Totally didn't flub every fucking hit there. Why are you asking? Stop asking. Ring of Elden, exactly. Hey, Zero, how you doing, bud? Okay, well. Ah, that's what he's using. Fucking gavel on me. Ow. My ankle. Can he get through this door? I guess I'm gonna find out. Oh, it looks like he will. Oh, man of the bonk, too. I respect a man of the bonk. But I can't abide by it. Oh, he can't get through the door. Him too, Lorg. Quickly, take advantage of his enhanced stature. Ah, fuck. My body. Just redesign and overlays. Ooh, fun. Oh, God. A lag spike nearly signaled the end of my life. That did too. Holy fuck. Get out of my way. I feel like Monty Python and the Holy Grail is a movie that someone should at least experience once in their lifetime. I do too. I will say, a lot of people say that Monty Python is some like transcendental experience, that it's like one of the greatest movies ever made and all that sort of stuff. I don't agree with that. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is a good movie. It is. People, as the kids say, glaze it a bit too much. It is a good movie, but it is not like a fucking masterpiece treasure that the whole world must see immediately now, right away. Get wrecked? Knew there'd be a way up to you. And another chest. Ooh. Crystal staff. Useless. What about you? Rune arc. Less useless. We've also got the crystallians through here. So how many? We got 6 flasks. All right. If you're getting to watch it, I think it's on Roku or Netflix. I don't know where it is. Weirdly enough, I found it in my mother's garage, just like in a box. I have no idea why it was there. But I just like, hey, I've heard of this movie and I've heard that it's quite good. I'll watch it. And I watched it and it was like, oh, that was pretty funny. Like, I feel underwhelmed considering what everyone says about the movie. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I say it's the best movie in the world, but one I feel like I should be at least experienced once. I agree. You should watch it. Not because it's the greatest movie, but because it's a good movie and because it's an iconic movie. You should watch it. Examples of a movie you consider one that all should see. I mean, Monty Python and the Holy Grail is one I feel like everyone should see. I'm not that much of a movie guy, by and large. Not that I don't like movies, but just that I don't watch a lot of movies. Just for whatever reason, I don't watch a lot of movies. And I have no good reason for it. I just don't end up watching a lot. Oh yeah, these crystallians are going to be nothing. Just trying to lead the spearman away from the staff wielder. About other Monty Python things, honestly, I've only ever watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Ow. I'm not abiding by that. Nah, I'm going after you. You knock that shit off. And then there were 2. Rip. So easy. So easy with the star bolas. Beautiful. It was more of a pain to get here than it was to fucking defeat them. Oh, we have a lift. Treasure chest. Oh, treasure chest. Let's see if they're right. Don't really watch that many movies either. I play more games than I watch movies. Me too, honestly. Quite a few more. We have so many movies because Tori just has this giant fucking movie collection spanning VHS, DVD, a few Blu-ray, I think. And yeah, I used to have a goodly collection of them. Yeah, I just haven't watched a lot of movies in general, much less anything really new. You know what I will say? I will say one movie that I feel like everyone should watch because it's a very, very good movie. What is it? Everything Everywhere All at Once? A relatively newer movie. It's very good. Terra Magica. No, well, that's useless for me. Oh, well. VHS now is... that is a thing I've not heard about in a long time, yeah. Yeah, we just watched a VHS movie the other day, Homeward Bound, because I'd never seen that one. And it's like one of Tori's favorite movies. And it takes me back, like, seeing a VHS movie and popping it in, and you get, like, the artifacting on the preview disclaimer things. Like, this preview is intended for all audiences or what have you. Gives me such nostalgia. It was a simpler time back then when you had to rewind your movie before you took it back to the store because that was the thing you had to do. So many VHS tapes of either Barney or pre-recorded Jetix shows. Oh boy, Jetix. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Get knocked down, nerd. Seen both of the movies. To be fair, I want to at some point get into collecting vinyl records. I do hear that vinyl is a very, very high fidelity medium for music. I don't know how true that is, but I do hear it. At the very least, I do hear that. Oh no, I just thought we're gonna have to actually go through with the fights here. Ugh. Jetix was literally what shaped my childhood. What shaped my childhood? It's a lot of PBS Kids. A lot of Cartoon Network. Little bit of... Oddly enough, before it ever became popular, Bob Ross. I watched a goodly bit of Bob Ross. Enjoy painting. Because they would have reruns playing on, like, public access where I was. And that was always nice to watch. You're sitting in an unfinished mobile home, boiling like 93 outside, 102 inside, on a sunny Michigan summer's day. Bob just makes it better. I don't know how to explain it. Bob just makes it better. That was another dog. I didn't even see this dog coming. Well, that's my excuse. He doesn't have one. Why are there so many dogs along this path? Seriously, you'd think they'd stop feeding me dogs. Very much just cartoons early on Saturday morning. I think I had my first viewing of Digimon Tamer on Jetix. I never really watched the Digimon stuff. I never watched Digimon stuff. I watched a little bit of Pokemon. I was mainly into Yu-Gi-Oh! Not gonna lie. Not so much anymore. They made the rulings of it way, way too complicated, and everything started to get real out of hand with that one. But it used to be. I watched a channel on Twitch that showed a lot of Bob Ross reruns, and I'd fall asleep to those shows. He had such a soothing voice. Yeah, I'll still watch him on YouTube every now and again. But just nothing compares to, like, coming home from school and it's just ungodly hot outside. And you get inside and it's even worse ungodly hot. But then you pop on the TV and Bob's there, just showing you how to paint a lovely little forest. Suddenly everything's pretty okay. Everything's pretty fine. Okay. Pop this. Crack blade. Damn it. There goes my bubble shield. Will you stop doing that? He keeps doing that. Ah. At some point, I have to kill Istvan. And that's a problem. Because this keeps happening. Before I even so much as get like a hit on him. Maybe there's a little bit of bushes and a few happy little trees that live down there. Yeah. So watch some more teen to young adult anime on Adult Swim. Oh, I remember that. I think the first exposure to anime I had was Inuyasha. Either Inuyasha or, what was it? Knights of the Zodiac. Which is a weird one. I barely remember any of that. Dot Hack Sign was also up there. My love of Dot Hack runs deep. Showing you how to beat the devil out of the brush? Yeah. There you go. Okay. Pop that. Crack blade. Who up Kragan they blade. No. You are not taking my bubble. Not that easily. Ow. Okay. That's a worthwhile bubble. Nope. None of that business. I want to bait him into like a 2-hit attack. Because otherwise, he can very easily just go for it. And I do not want him to go for it. Didn't want him to go for that. I want to either bait out the jumping attack or the 2-hit swing combo. The combo or the jumping attack. Because if it's just the one hit, then he can absolutely follow that up. And I do not want him to follow it up. Okay, I could have punished that had I been closer. Boom. Now, if I was in a better position, I would have been able to punish that. Will you stop that? Eventually, you have to run out of FP. You realize this. Nope. Not about that. Oh, what? Out of Estus. That's a shame. Thank God you only have one. I'd be fucked if you didn't. I mainly want to bait out the jumping attacks. The jumping attacks are easy to punish if I'm in the right spot. The 2-hit combos don't seem to be as prevalent. Oh, I was not in the right spot for that one. But you know what? I don't feel bad about it. He just couldn't decide whether he wanted a one-hand or two-hand there. Istvan is getting a little... I'm getting in his head. This is all mind games now. See? Mind games. Oh, he's trying to get in my head. How dare you? This is reserved space. This is my parking spot, you bitch. And I'll thank you to get out of it. Good. It may not be a boss, but it was necessary. Huh. It was much better than my previous attempts, though. I'm glad for that one. I also need to get dot hack fragment patched again. Just can't get the Linux version to work. I actually have the Linux version working. Oh, well, didn't mean to hit that button. I'm not going to say where there is a patched .hack fragment that appears to work on Nintendo's least favorite word, the emulator. But I'm sure that somewhere someone has an archive on the internet. Wink, wink. Be a nice show to watch while high. I don't even King of the Hill. That's an all-time classic. I'm so glad they brought back King of the Hill. I still need to watch the reboot. I've heard very good things, very heartening things, which is not often for a reboot.
Did you read that is the task? You will be compensated if you are low, but you must.
But I already haunted him.
You've completed. I am pleased. This
Yeah.
is
Magma shot. Don't need it.
the way is it is the truth. Now I am pleased.
Okay, do I get another one now? Live in Texas and it's already 85 outside. If it gets 1 degree hotter. Ah, yeah. We live in Texas and it's already 85 degrees outside. And if it gets 1 degree hotter, I'm kicking your ass. Solid line. I already have the game and I have a patch, but I just can't figure out how to get it working. I must have used the bash wrong. I didn't have to patch mine, thankfully. At least I don't think I did. I think it came pre-patched. I can't quite remember. Riley the Idol in Altus Plateau. Okay. And you're way the fuck up here. Okay. What's closest to you? Archery Grazing Hill? Gazing Hill, not grazing. Yeah, I don't know what I had to do in terms of patching. I think it was mainly in terms of the emulator settings that I needed to mess with. And thankfully those were no issue. Just a matter of getting it right. I have to look and see if I can find a pre-patched one. After that, I'll have to figure out how to better level up. I haven't really touched Fragment yet, honestly. I know that there's like a lot of things that go into the building of the character, including even just your gender contributing to your attributes, which I like that. I don't like the path that a lot of things take of like, you know, anyone can be anything. It's like, yeah, that's all well and good. Anyone can be anything. But I like the idea of making a character that is suboptimal. Making a character that, by all rights, should not be good at the thing that they're doing, and working their ass off to become the best because of it. Someone who beats the odds. And even though they start suboptimal, they actually become pretty damn like a force to be reckoned with by the end of it. I don't like the things in like... Oh, I don't care about you. I don't like the things with like the new edition of D&D, what do they call it, 5.5 or what now? It's like, yeah, anyone can be anything. It's like, yeah, they can. But I like when not everyone should be anything. And it means something when someone who shouldn't naturally be the thing becomes so great. Okay, I don't know what this is about. Touch 3 Phantom Crests, okay. Mirage Riddle. Where can I find more Phantom Crest? There's wormheads and dogs over there. I'm gonna guess that this is supposed to be a tower. Say level up is hard since you don't have many people close and level to you? Yeah, fair enough. I think adept rogues are kind of like that. Yeah, you get what I mean, right? It's like how struggle is an important part of the journey. If your character has no struggle, their journey is cheapened in my mind. I love the idea of someone who was not meant to be something, becoming that thing through great effort. And the whole idea of anyone can be anything, and fucking your place of origin, your gender, and your creeds and what have you, they have absolutely no bearing on it. It's like, let the player be the judge of that. Let the player be the judge. And if they decide to go with something suboptimal and make it good, then that makes it so much sweeter. Makes it so much sweeter. That's why I like what they do with that system. It's complicated? Yeah. Am I gonna have to read up on it? Hell yes. But am I going to? Absolutely. Adept Rogue is a multi-class, takes longer to level up. It wasn't Haseo an Adept Rogue. I believe he was. Yeah. I had fun with GU. It just wasn't, it wasn't what I expect out of .hack, you know? From playing all of IMOC, it was not what I expected. It was certainly same universe story. Not the same kind of story being told. So is Matsu? I'm trying to remember Matsu. It's been a minute since I played GU. Ow. If that is, in fact, a GU character. I'm gonna kick your ass, and then I'm gonna reenact kicking your ass. She was my first go in that world. I love the voice actors and how I'd see them again in so many other games. I'm trying to remember who Matsu is. Give me a bit of a refresher. Yeah, GU was not my first foray into it. I played IMOC. Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and Quarantine. And that was... There has never been, in my opinion, a story told quite like IMOC told it. Something about it just hits different. So you play it, I agree that you need to play it. I agree that you need to play it, Zero. It's an experience. Does it hold up well? No. But is it absolutely an experience worth having all the same? Yes. Very much. Also was a member of Adeli's group, Moontree. Was he the Oh god, I've got a clip on my channel of someone being a simp for, like, the big leader. And I think that's Matsu. I think Matsu was the simp. He had a flame sword. I can't remember. I'm gonna be real with you. That was a while ago. I've been a VTuber for a long time, guys. And a streamer for even longer. Yeah, I think the simp in that clip was Matsu. If so, I've got a better recollection of who he is now. Oh god, I gotta fight a Pumpkinhead. Ugh. Not alone either. Ugh. I don't even know what's in this. I don't even know what's in this fucking carriage. I don't think I really care. Honestly. That's a sick flail, my guy. Smack. Okay, he wasn't too bad. Hello, motherfuckers. It's mainly the shield boys that are a problem. Okay, don't know how I got out of that alive, but here I am. Oh, hi. Can I help you, sir? Have we run into another patrol? There are suddenly a lot of people here that were not here prior. He's indeed fiercely loyal to Zelkova, but I'm not sure if simp works. Nah, I called him a simp. That's all I'm referring to in terms of using the word simp, is the fact that I referred to him as a simp prior, and I am going to stick to my guns. That if I called him a simp once before, I will continue to call him a simp now. Simply because it is a term of belittlement. You can get back and play it again. Never finished on stream. I had to start over after my saves went poof. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. It's a long fucking game, especially with Volume 4. Takes a crazy long time. There's so many fucking... Why are all you guys out here? Ow. How just unpleasant of you. Volume 4 ain't very long, but it's not bad. It's not. But it feels like it goes longer, you know? Damn, he reacted quickly. Oh, get the bleed off on him. No point. Might as well just stay up in the grundle. Yep, bleed right in the grundle. Easy. Do you hope for some kind of remake of Link at one point? We never got in the US. Hey, we never got Fragment either. Never stopped us. They can't keep everything good to themselves. Oh, I'm actually going the way that I need to be going, too. Nice. Now, it's southward of this path. But also, is there some sort of chest that I could liberate some gubbins from here? No, of course there isn't. How silly of me to think such a thing. With my whole chest, as the children say. Okay. Oh, is he down in the... Oh, he's down in the crevasse. I did all this for nothing. Just feels a Link should get more since Volume 4 of GU does change some things. I feel like Dot Hack is allergic to continuity, in a way. Much like so many other things, but Dot Hack has a special allergy to continuity. I still love it. I can point out its flaws and still love it. Like I said, things like iMock, they do not hold up in this day and age, but man, they're still an experience. I want a game, I want a modern game that gives me the same kind of feeling that, specifically, that fighting Kubia in the, in iMock gave me. Something about that experience in particular, such an air of foreboding, such an oppressive air as you fight Kubia, that I've never felt in any other game. No game has made me feel as viscerally as that. Love an actual MMO like The World. Me too, but I would also like another single player game that gives me that MMO experience like IMOC does. And I know there's a couple that are like sold like that, but that doesn't mean that it gives the same experience, even if it has the same basic premise. Nothing saying it's the same experience. Can I... Hello? Torrent? About to say, this is not Abyssal Woods. You should have no problem coming out here. Wait, did I just pass the thing? I might have. No, I don't think I did. It's around here somewhere. This invasion marker is around here somewhere. Okay, just north of me. Don't see it. Quest of Riley. Oh, that's because it's here. Faye Riley the Idol. Also just like character customization in it. I don't mind it being without it though. It's fair. I do also want the character customization. One of the last official .hack games with a failed mobile. That sounds right. I remember there was an era where everyone was breaking into the mobile market because they thought that was going to be the fucking future of gaming, and they were so wrong. Like they are about so many things. Like they are now about AI. You calm down, buddy. Holy shit. Okay. So much for my bubble shield. Alright, cool. Bubble shield just hates me now. Friendship with bubble shield ended. A few things I wish GU went into more details about. One thing being Hasea's past. I feel like Hasea's past, at least in the case of GU, is kind of touched on enough. I feel like it doesn't linger for too long. I feel like it's enough to give us a sense of what he's fighting for and who he was without overstaying its welcome. A cheeky hit. Oh god, that was a little more than cheeky. Oh god! Hold on, why was he able to turn on a dime so? I feel like that had a little too much tracking on it. Never really spoke about his time in the previous game and show? Yeah. I never speak of his time. Wasn't he Sora? Isn't that what they say? Yeah. I don't feel like his time as Sora really impacts the stuff in GU so much. It's more like a little nod for people who are digging deeper into the lore of like, oh, he's been around longer than you think. Like, man's tenured. Aha. Okay. Wouldn't say it was a proper use of the bubble. Ow. Oh, god damn it. I'm not so sure about taking this man on right now. Also the fact that he's been connected to the PK side of things for a while, and also his connection to Skaith. I don't know if he has a particular connection to Skaith per se, outside of being the, what do they call them again? Emanators? Or what? I can't remember the word for them. I don't know if he particularly has a connection. Epitaph, yes. I'm sorry. I'm getting things all mixed up in my head. I don't know what I'm thinking of for Emanators. I know what I'm thinking of for Emanators. I'm thinking of fucking Star Rail. Yeah, I don't think outside of being an Epitaph that there's any particular connection to Skaith. In, like, the actual Skaith. It's probably more of a symbolic thing, or maybe even just what sort of fits. Southern part of Eastern Shore. Let's try this Urtree Burial Watchdog. Cliff Bottom Catacombs, southern part of Eastern Shore. Let's see here. Trying to kill some bosses here. Southern part of Eastern Shore. That'd be like somewhere along here. That's in Liurnia, so I think we go Gate Town Bridge when we come down. Let's put into a coma by Skaith in the first series. Fair. Wait, he was? Was Sora put into a coma by Skaith? I think that was... If that was a thing, then it was handled off camera. I wouldn't doubt it. Sora does only appear as a party member once you get rid of all the waves. But I think that is a thing that's handled off camera. As such, I don't see that being the kind of thing that they would expound upon too much. I agree that it would be nice to have some information, but it also does seem like a background lore kind of thing. The last episode of the first anime? Oh god, don't quiz me on .hack Sign. I don't even think I've seen the entirety of the anime. I genuinely don't think I've seen the entirety of it. I watched, like, probably 7 different episodes over the course of, like, it being on Toonami. And that should tell you something. It wasn't Adult Swim. It was Toonami. Back when Toonami ran until, like, 1 in the morning. Actually, it was after that. I think it was, like, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. That .hack Sign came on at that time. That was... Oh, God, I was little. Far too little to be up so late. That was over 20 years ago. I am old. Random, but I think Sign was my first show featuring girl-girl relationship. See, I don't remember that either. But also, being a kid, I probably would have been like, oh, okay. That's just a thing. Being a kid and being me, which also means being fucking painfully oblivious and awkward. And more than a little autistic. Tsukasa was really a girl. I always wondered, because I think that was left a little vague in certain parts. Much like oh god, what was his name? Krona from Soul Eater. Had there like a boy in the anime and a girl in the manga. Sort of a point of contention sort of thing. But I mean, hey, not an unheard of thing. Female playing a male avatar. You probably get it more nowadays than you did back then. Just because of the literal heck girl gamers not wanting to be bugged by just dudes being fucking weird. Till the end of the show where we see Tsukasa meet Subaru in real life. I see. Again, haven't seen the end of the show. Wouldn't know. I'm not saying that as like, no spoilers, stop it. I'm saying that like, I'm without this information. Genuinely. Okay, I feel like I'm not getting closer to finding these catacombs. This is Liurnia I'm looking for, right? I feel like it is. There are far more shows than I originally thought. Yeah, there are like 24 episodes in Dot Hack Sign, aren't there? There's a lot more than you would believe. You would not believe your eyes. Yeah, it is in Liurnia. Southern part of Eastern Shore. Fucking DJ, you can't come up with better directions than that. Cliff Bottom Catacomb. No, spell right. Bottom Catacombs. Elden Ring, it just knows. My computer knows me. Fucking fine. Look it up in Fextra. Whatever will show me where it is. Oh, it's because it's not on the shore of the lake. Ugh. Dumb. It's like down here. Okay, fine. Let's go to the catacombs. Imok had a show you could watch in game, and so did you. Wasn't that Liminality? For Imok? I remember because my copy of Quarantine was supposed to come with an extra disc with Liminality on it. And because I bought it at like a fucking flea market for $5, which great deal, by the way, considering just having the case and the game right now is like $95 on eBay. And having like the entire kit and caboodle with the God, I'm blanking on the word. But the manual and everything, that'd be like $210. Great deal. But I was missing the Liminality disc. So I never got to watch it. I was always wondering, like, I wish I knew what happened with this Liminality thing. I just never learned. I could absolutely learn now. And it's just never been in my mind, in all honesty. Kun appeared in Imok and Liminality before being Kun Jiu. Makes sense. Johnny Young Bosch is never hurting for work. Never in his life. Oh boy. We got militia. In here? Nope. Bastards. Also, where are my frames? Hello? Ow. Do you want better? It's the boyfriend we see get into a coma at the start of the show. That sounds right. Yeah, at some point I do have to go back and watch Liminality. That's been something that's been so far on the edge of my brain that I've never even considered it. In the information age where anything in the world is but a finger tap away on my keyboard. Also known as C in the original games. Was he... I'm trying to remember if he was like... Oh god, I'm blanking on words here. He was like a party member that you could recruit. I don't recall. Yep. Ah, fuck. We got imps. We sure as shit got imps. Just gotta grab it and go. Okay. I can hear more of them. Just around the corner. Close enough. Close enough to the corner. I'll make it count. Also, where the hell are my frames? What are my graphics set to? Set to high. Why are they set to high? That's a little better. Multiple characters from G were in the original. Yaz, for example, was Wise Man. Yep, I remember that one. Yeah, I think there were just a few of the members of GU specifically that weren't in IMOC. We got a big lad over here. I should heal. Hello, big lad. Ooh, boy. Big lad not happy. There we go. Big lad is sleepy now. Now we'll grab his pretty flowers. As Wise Man and Haseo were about 10 in the original, now 17 GPU and GU. Fucking hell. You're trying to tell me the world was Roblox? They weren't actually screening for people who weren't of age? Ow. What the hell just happened to me? Someone explain. The world itself just locked me out of progression there. There's no better way to say it. Oh, now I have to wait. Where is there? Yoink. Pai was shown to be overly obsessed with Yata and Jiyu, and she's in her late 20s while Yata's 17. This is where we have to remember that Japan is a very different place with very different values. Now, don't make it right, but it makes it makes you understand a little better. Ow. Yeah, I knew I was going to lose that battle. As soon as I started swaying, and like, nah, I'm not walking away from this one. It ain't happening. But yeah, Japan is a very different place with very different sensibilities to the West. It's important that we remember this. All great works in the context of its creation. Most times that means when it was made, sometimes it means where. And notice Matsu and Gaspard have the same VA. I mean, you gotta save that money. I mean, not to say that VA is cheap or anything, but, you know, if he's already there, maybe he'll cut you a rate. Seems Kakashi in the English dub for Naruto. Ah! I kind of hear it, actually. I kind of hear it. My guy, that was your life. You're breaking your own shit. For what? Don't do that. You know who does that? Babies. I so badly wanted to catch this one in the trap, and I'm so glad I did. Haha, you've fallen for my trap card. Haha. That makes me happy. Just rush him down. Play the original Persona 4 on PS2, you will also have that VA for Teddy. Wait, did they say... Did... Huh? Silbus' VA. So did they change the VA for Teddy? Because I've always known Teddy to be Sam Riegel. Ow. Oh, god damn it, he keeps kicking me in the face. We might not kill another boss today. It might be a 2-boss day for us. Dave Wittenberg was heading Persona 4 back on PS2. Chie also had a different VA. Interesting. Interesting that they changed VAs between the original and the bonus edition, I suppose would be a word for it. And here I thought they just started stirring the pot with 3 and 3 Reload. Listen, I like most of the recasts. I love Alejandro. He's a fantastic voice actor and a lovely VTuber. And I'm sure a perfectly fine and handsome man. He's not Liam O'Brien. He's not Liam O'Brien. My man was set up to fail on that one. I'm sorry, Sayu. It is what it is, bud. You understand. He does an absolutely fantastic job, but he's just not Liam O'Brien. Haven't given Reload a chance yet, and yes, I agree with all you said about Saab. Yeah, he's a fantastic voice actor. He really is. I love a lot of his work, and every so often I'll watch something of his VTubing, but to be fair, that's pretty high praise for how much of other VTubers I watch. And Yeah, I've played a bit of Reload. I need to get back to some more of it, honestly. Ella gave it as a gift for my birthday, which I'm very grateful for because I wanted to play more of it. And I just got to get back to it. Because I've been working on so many other things that I just haven't had a chance for just playing games to play games. Probably only watch them in games. I don't watch dubbed anime these days. Understandable. I like dubbed anime because I get weird about subs where I feel like I have to read the subs and it like takes away from me paying attention. Ow. It takes away from me paying attention to the anime a little. I'm not saying that I'm some sort of, you know, anti-sub purist. I like subbed anime just fine. But if I had the choice between a sub and a dub, I'll choose a dub. Just because I'll be able to sort of keep in the mindset a little better for it. Get rid of you. It's only the controlling side of the dub industry, yeah. Back sub 2. Fuck. Damn it. Ah. Yeah, I don't think we're making it through this one for right now. I think probably go ahead and call it for the moment being. And we'll go ahead and find somebody to raid, but don't go anywhere just yet, because we're going to try and find someone to raid out too. So let's hop over. Still dubs I love. I love watching My Goddess. Oh god, what's the one that I've been looking at? There's a dub I've been looking at that it's like, I really want to watch this dub in particular because it gives me very strong ghost story vibes, which I will still maintain is the greatest dub of all time. I can't remember what it is. It's something like 100 Girlfriends or something like that. Just one of those where the VAs just take absolute creative liberty of everything going on. And it absolutely shows. It's beautiful. Masterwork. Chef's kiss. It's fantastic. I only trust that kind of thing these days. Understandable. But yeah, so we're going to end off for today. As a reminder, there will be no more streams this week until Saturday, until the streamathon, because your boy has to rest. I gotta prepare myself for this shit, and even then, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. I'm hoping it goes well, and I'm hoping that everyone enjoys themselves. And I hope that I enjoy myself, of course. Because I think it's going to be a fun time. But for now, thank you guys so very much for watching this one. If you enjoy what we do, we got the YouTube down below for all the VODs and such for your viewing entertainment. And if you're already on the YouTube, come check this out. We do this live 5 times a week on Twitch. It's a wonderful time, and I wish you could be here with us. If you want to help support the channel, best ways to do so are just to watch, follow, and tell your friends, because I'm terrible at advertising myself. But if you want better ways than that, we have the subs on Twitch as well as the donations on Ko-fi. Both are absolutely wonderful ways, each in their own and individual and unique way. I would say if you want to do either of these things, then wait until the streamathon, 24-hour streamathon taking place Saturday, September 6th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until Sunday, September 7th, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be playing Clair Obscur, we're going to be playing Death Stranding, we're going to be playing Silk Song, and we're going to be playing Risk of Rain 2. And I'm going to be sitting there in open VC for all of my broadcaster friends to come in and say whatever they want to my face. Live on stream, so they will be caught in 4K. Which will be a lovely time, I hope. All that being said, we are going to go ahead and raid out to Kishi, who's doing some art. Looks like she's working on a little animated thing that she's been working on for a little while. So let's go ahead and start that raid. And if you want to give some love to a fellow creator as well as just a good person, go ahead and jump into that. Go give Kishi some love. And there is the raid call. And if you are subscribed, you can just copy it outright. If not, you can just say facility raid. I'll know where you're from. She'll know where you're from. It's all good. So once more, thank you guys so very much for watching this one. I will see each and every one of you in the next one on Saturday for that long-ass marathon of a stream. I hope it's going to be plenty of fun, and I hope that you guys enjoy it just as much as I will. But until then, this concludes tonight's broadcast.